Press the button, did I?
Don't know, did you?
Yes, it did.
Numbers coming up.
Hello, Kitty!
Hey, YouTube.
Ah, see, I changed it to Kitty.
Yeah.
Clever.
Hello, Kitty.
Yeah! So, hello YouTube.
Hello, that, yeah.
Up at Scott's again. The man with the Hello Kitty guitars.
A pair of them.
Which is kind of why I knew about the one I got. Which I've still got, I need to sell. Yeah, that.
Here.
Was one of us.
It was one of us, yeah.
It was one of us, so it's not anymore. Yeah, so this one is a black one. Like the one I've got, apart from this was actually got the original neck on it, which mine doesn't have. Still got the
plastic stuff on it.
Yep.
It's as new, that one.
ICS Indonesian Court 09.
Yep, and this is an 06.
06.
From
Wow.
Indonesia as well. So
Wow.
both in the same factory, but
I didn't realise they made them for so long. I thought it was one of those ones where it was like a year. But no.
no, they made it for a wee while.
Yeah.
And it is an actual genuine single coil, do you know what I mean? Usually with these kind of things you find if you lift the scratch plate off you'll find other routes, but there's just the single.
Yes, well mine had other routes, that's why I had to modify it. But yeah, so it is, yeah. Basically it's just a Squier Affinity, yeah.
It basically is, yeah.
In fact it even says Affinity on the headstock. Does that one say
I
Affinity
think
on the
this
headstock?
one, I think it just says Squier Strat. It does Affinity.
No,
but
it
it's
says
still-
Affinity in the wee bit where it sometimes original contour body, it sometimes says.
basically the Affinity neck, yeah.
Yeah.
Though to be fair, if you look at these necks, they've got quite nice figuring and stuff on, and this one's got pink dots. I don't know if you can see them, they're actually kind of the same colour as the guitar, which is quite cool.
Yeah,
So
so
it's got the Hello Kitty livery on the back as well.
not
This is
exactly the same logo.
A strung through, which is pretty cool as well, so it's kind of like a Telecaster in that respect. Hardtail.
Yeah. I mean, it's a
You know,
fine
it's-
guitar. I just want to
See,
see.
they're pretty well put together, but
Inspected by 27th August 2009. That's brilliant.
but they're, I call them guitar-shaped objects because when you get them, they're usually terribly set up. By that I mean the necks haven't been set up at all, the frets haven't been done.
Yeah, just basically like buying a.
It's
I mean, how much were they new? Not much. Were they
200 quid.
Were they 200 quid?
199 I think they were.
Right.
Yeah, you could get them cheaper. You could get them for like, yeah.
Or maybe at 200 quid it's not. And it's because it's got the branding on it. And
Basically
I didn't
it
even
is,
know what
yeah.
Hello Kitty was when I saw these. I'd seen the guitars before I actually knew what it was. I thought it was like a cartoon. No, it's a
Well,
brand.
Do you know it actually is a cartoon as well? It started off originally as a kind of cartoon.
Did it?
Twee Japanese cartoon.
Oh, right. See, I was told it was just literally, it was just the design.
Yeah.
No, the thing I'm thinking of is, have you seen the Emily the Strange
Yeah, it's
SG?
the Strange SG's got. That's just
The
a trademark.
But that's just it. Emily the Strange is just that's it. It's not a cartoon. It's not a band. It's not a singer. It's not a real person. So at least if it was
It
some
just
sort of.
looks cool, but yeah, no, this was actually a cartoon I think to start off with, and then grew into something else. Do you know what I mean? One of these kind of things that took arms and legs and became.
Yeah, it's
huge.
actually faded quite a bit.
Well, this one has. You can see it there. This one.
Is that did you? Oh, yeah,
Well,
that.
they kind of do.
Because it's a strap knob. It's not.
Yeah,
That's not.
This one.
That one's been modified.
This one's been molested.
That's not the original pickup. That's a.
No, this is a P94, which is a kind of Gibson-based P90 in a humbucker size.
Yes. I wonder if it is.
What?
If it's actually a P90, it says, because see all the
It
ones.
is a P90. I bought it. It's an iron gear pickup.
Yes,
It is
but
a P90.
how big is the coil and below that? Because I had,
It's pretty chunky. I've not actually opened it up, but it is just a.
because I had one that looked very much like that, or two of them, and I took with a plastic bit in the middle, and I took it off because they were gold. I thought I'll take that out. I'm going to brasso them to make them silver to fit in a guitar. And I took it off, and it's literally.
A single coil.
It looks like it's just
Yeah,
that.
it's
It's that size
yeah.
coil. I was expecting like a wide fat coil, and it wasn't
You
what was
can-
in it. And
you
it's
can
not
buy-
only the expensive ones.
Yeah, this is an iron gear. It's really good actually. It's a
Yeah.
it's a blatant rip-off of the Gibson P94. That's why I keep calling it a P94. They do one that looks identical to this,
Yeah,
and it performs identically as well. It's just the iron gear's like eighth of the price or something,
Yeah.
of whatever
for
they
20
cost.
quid, 30
Well,
quid,
I
something
think
like
it was about 20 quid, yeah. So I put that in it, and then I put in the pots that come. It's those it's a single volume pot, and that's it, wired straight through, so it's really in your face, brash.
that. Yes.
So I took out the volume pot and replaced it with a CTS pot,
Alright.
and I put my usual tone bleed kit on it.
Right.
So it's really nice
So
actually.
you've only got one sound. I don't like that.
Well, do you know what, actually?
I understand why you like the tone bleeding in big gigs, so you get the same sound, but I kind of
Well,
use the volume pot.
It cleans up. Well, it's not going to clean up just now, but it cleans up really well, which
Yeah.
is quite good. And it's actually, I've played this live a few times, and it's really it's surprisingly good to play.
Yeah.
But I did spend a lot of time on the neck. I had to dress the frets, I had to level them first, and then crown them and do all that stuff to make it work and turn it into a decent plain Strat. But you've got the one that hasn't been touched at all. I mean,
It's a bit, but to be fair, I thought they were like 100 quid new, but if they were 200, I mean, obviously now they're a bit more.
They're going for-
Because of what it is, it's like, oh, it's fantastic.
we're going for like 500 quid a guitar now.
Yeah.
And reverb.
Yeah, the joke's gone. Actually, I saw a guitar on eBay. I was looking at. It was a SpongeBob SquarePants one, which was like a mini guitar. And it had like lots of cartoons. It was
Yeah.
yellow with lots of and I thought, that's.
Yeah.
I can see buying that for 20 or 30 quid, putting your Seymour Duncans in it or whatever, and jacking it up. Yeah, I can see the point in that. But with one of these, when you're already paying £500 for it,
They're okay, do you know what I mean?
that's fine.
See, for 150 quid as a second-hand guitar, I'd be perfectly happy. In fact, I was perfectly happy at 150 quid,
There you go. Yeah.
respectively. So I got them really cheap from people like us, though. It wasn't from
Yeah,
Collectors.
from collectors.
well, collectors, but not those kind.
Yeah, I remember seeing Scott Grove talking about it. He was always buying them up, and he says you get there's lots of case candy. You get like stickers, and it comes with there's lots of stuff that comes with them. And he's like, he basically just did that, and then he just bought the stuff off eBay, and he just double his money on every single one of them.
See,
This is maybe 5-6 years ago though.
That one, it did have the plastic on the scratch plate, but it looked shockingly terrible because it was peeling off.
Peeling off and going yellow. Yeah, yeah.
So we just took it off, but that one's got all the case candy and it's got the hang tag and stuff like that for it. So that one's, not been touched. All it's ever done really is hung on the wall.
Yeah, but to be fair, it plays fine. Like basically,
Yeah. You couldn't.
basically it's just the same as that pink. That pink guitar I did a couple of weeks ago when I put 105 sounds in. It's kind of just that guitar.
Do you know, they're worth, if you've got one, making it playable, because once it's playable it's actually a fairly decent Strat. I mean, it's a solid body, it's not ply, it's...
Yeah, I don't think it necessarily needs.
It's like,
I don't think it necessarily needs like the pickup upgrades. People put, but they're really expensive. Well, that's a 20. That doesn't really count as a very expensive pickup for me anyway. But spend the time on, like you have to on any Squire guitar or any.
it's got a
cheaper
thin
red
body
ones.
as well, like the Squire body, the typical Squire.
I was going to say that.
Thin one, so it's good, it's light, it's lighter than
So that's why I was looking at it thinking it's the same as that pink one. That pink one I had was a Squire Bullet though. But I don't.
I think that the affinities are generally the same. They've got a slightly thinner body than a standard Fender,
Yeah,
like this one.
yeah, no, they're definitely
Ridiculous.
interesting. But we're not, I wanted to do this video because it's two in the same room.
Aye.
I could have bought my one with the red light up eyeballs, and then we could have had three in the same room. But I'll turn this off.
You have the worst luck with cables.
Oh, cables are terrible. Go on.
It's basically got one side. No, it's not. You can play it clean as well. And
Yeah,
it
one
sounds
side.
okay clean too, but
Yeah. The pickup's still very low in this one. It's been raised up a bit.
well, the foam has gone because it's aged. It's got a vintage
Oh,
foam.
right, okay, so
Special
it
vintage.
doesn't have screw holes.
Yeah.
Mine does have screw holes in it because I put screw holes in it.
Yeah, so you
I
have
put
to.
an 8 whistle pickup in mine or something like
This one's got neoprene behind it so it doesn't shrink, but that one's got the.
that. Right, foam. And it's now 11, 12 years old, so.
And it's been hanging on a wall.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a shame, really. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I should sell them.
Yeah, you should try and swap them for something. Maybe
Try and swap.
maybe someone would take them as a pair, and they might give you something
Something tasty.
for them. I would definitely put the original strap button on there so you can't see the faded bit below it. Though.
Well, I've got the original strap button and the original pickup.
Oh, you're going to put it back to the original pickup?
No, what I'm going to do is just apply it as is because it plays brilliant and it sounds great.
Yeah.
And if it goes to a guitarist, it's as well being in its best.
Yeah, give them the pickup if you can find
and
it.
If they want to, do you know what I mean, to make it worse, they can do that by putting that horrible microphonic pickup back in.
I can't remember. I used it for something. I can't remember what it was. Look, whatever guitar it was that I did in the last 6 months, it's got a white humbucker in it.
Well, see, to be honest with you, it's the same humbucker that you get in all of the HSS affinities.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Bog standard.
Bog standard, really nasty. Well,
It's not too.
It's not too bad, but see,
A bit microphonic.
when you open it up and then you look at the wires, it's got those really skinny wires that are always blue and yellow. Do you know those ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like electrical.
The thing about having expensive wires on the pickup, remember the pickup wire that's wrapped round the coil is super mega thin, it's like a hair, so
it's like hair,
it doesn't, as long as the wires, it just makes it a bit of a pig to solder when they're really, really, really stupid thin ones. You get that a lot with the Japanese guitars, like, you know, the West Tone pickups, the wires that come out, the actual hookup wires are quite difficult to work with because there's so little wire in there. But I mean, all there is an extension of the wire that goes round the coils anyway, which is like a hair, so it just makes it harder to use.
I just upgraded everything and I said to put it back to the original would be daft, I think.
Yeah, but it's like one of the joys about having a single pickup guitar is
P90 as well.
you can upgrade all the electrics, and that all the electrics consists of new jack socket, new pot, new pickup. All the electrics have been thoroughly upgraded. But if you try and upgrade a Strat, you've got to buy 3 pickups, 3 knobs, a switch. You know, it's like
the only thing I would do to this if I was going to molest it any further would be add a tone pot, probably.
you can get I can do a push pull where you pull it up and it turns it my volume into a tone.
I suppose it's too.
I never actually. I just know it can be done. I've never done it myself.
I think this guitar's officially retired.
Yes, yeah. We're only going to go up in value though, so.
Yeah. Well, they're getting rarer and rarer.
There must be less. I mean, I think to be honest, if you go back maybe, no, this is 2009, so maybe go back 10 years, something like that. So, yeah, you're probably talking about. There was a chance of picking these up on Gumtree or Facebook for 50 quid, 60 quid. Like kind of what it should be.
Yeah.
Like any other Squire Strat that's 10 years old.
But they're a great thing to start to mod. Basically, what I've done to it is what you should do to it. You shouldn't have it the way it is. I mean, these are the tuners. That's got the original tuners. These are off here.
These tuners look alright.
Somebody brought in a Fender Strat and had me upgrade their tuners and gave me their tuners as part of the deal. So that's off a Fender Strat. Some really good tuners in this one.
Someone's bought locking tuners because you've got to buy locking tuners.
You've got to. Yeah. So those are the original ones, and they look the same, but you know how terrible they are. Well, they're not. Are they terrible? Yeah, maybe.
No, there's terrible and there's terrible because I think they might be a little bit crunchy to turn.
It's the accuracy.
Yeah.
Thing, because I'm spoiled.
But once the thing that I've always found with tuners, I see once they're in tune, people always think they slip. I've never had tuners slip.
It's not the slipping; it's the tuning. It's actually getting
the actual getting it up to pitch where it's kind of it goes ooh,
and then it jumps. Make up your mind guitar. It's one of those kind of sets.
Yeah. Which looks exactly. They've basically used. They've used a 20% cheaper type of metal in the same mode.
Inside, isn't it? They've got plastic gears inside.
Really?
These have got metal gears inside. So that's the difference.
I've never actually looked inside.
So there's so much effort to get into them, and
and by the time you get into it, it's broken.
It's even more broken. It's plastic gears inside those ones, so that's why they tend to slip and whatnot. I've not had them slip yet, to be honest with you. I've just had them be horribly inaccurate to tune the guitar. Nigh on impossible.
Let's just get one piece.
It's got a laminate. You can kind of see it on this one.
No, it's not. This is a one-piece deck.
Seriously?
Yep.
Is this one piece as well? You know what? I think this actually is. It's actually the. If you look at this one, there's a line there, but I think that's just.
There's often a line in this.
That's playware.
Yeah.
It's been played this one.
But yeah, there's often lines in it anyway. It's just that sometimes the grain just happens to be going in a straight line. You look at it, but I can see definite crescent moon type bits of the grain that definitely go towards the end of the fingerboard.
This one's actually the same now that I look at it. I'd always seen that. So you can see
I can see the line, yeah.
Yeah, but that's just play there. Obviously,
Yeah, I think or it could just be like the just one of the lines of the grain is just happens to be in the wrong
I
place.
think you're right.
You can sort of see looking at this one, or you can see it. Look there, see, it looks like it's darker.
Look at that side. I think you can actually see that side. You can see the join. See the way it's.
Yeah, definitely.
There is a join in that one.
Yeah. So one piece necks on these.
Yeah. That's a surprise. I thought that was not. Well, there you go.
There we go. So,
Actually,
hello kitties, or goodbye kitties, I suppose, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
he's done a deal, and that's why I'm doing
it's,
these.
it's in the works. Do you know this one actually? Now that I'm sitting with it, isn't it? Do you know what it's? Feel the difference. Swap. I've rolled the edges of that neck and everything.
It's nicer. It's also guitar seems much lighter as well. But,
I don't know.
yeah. It's much. It's amazing. It's amazing the difference actually. Assuming they were both exactly. This is a few years older. Assuming they were both exactly the same.
When I got that one, it was worse than this actually.
Yeah.
There was fret sprout and all sorts.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that one's got a new nut in it too. I think.
Right.
Yeah, it's got a new nut in it. Even though it looks.
Not very nice. The pink is just.
Yeah,
and
but
the black.
if you go into Reverb just now, you're talking about £1,000 for a pair of them. Which is
There's a lot of stupid. I mean, clever investors out there. But that's what you want. If you want to spend that amount of money, that's fine. I wouldn't buy a bottle of water for a £5. So some people
I
do.
don't know. See, if I was going to spend £1,000 on 2 guitars, I think you would find me on somewhere like Facebook Marketplace, looking for a second-hand something
Yes.
spectacular
Yes.
for £1,000, or would I go for 2 guitars? You could literally.
I think for £1,000 you could get 2 or I would get 3 or 4
I could
really good guitars for it. If you were lucky, you have to take time.
gigging guitars. You could get 2.
Yeah.
I mean, two. You could get a main guitar and a backup easy for £1,000.
Or you could have these.
Or you could have these.
Rock on. Catch you later. I'm hungry.
Absolutely. Bye.